Happy Sabbath and welcome to Family Experience. We are so excited that you have chosen to worship with us this morning. And we are honored to co-disciple with you and your family to show and teach our children the love and grace of Jesus Christ. For the next few weeks, we are going to learn about what it means to be brave. Today, we'll learn about a young shepherd boy named David. He was chosen to do a very special job.
Hey there. Do you know what I love more than anything? A great story. Do you love stories too? I love stories about superheroes, talking animals, people who go on adventures, and brave kings and queens. Which is why I'm so excited to tell you today's story. It's all about a kid just a little older than you who was chosen to be a future king. Our story begins with a man named Samuel. Samuel was chosen by God to find the next king of Israel. This sounds like a big job, but Samuel didn't have to do it on his own. God was there to help. God sent Samuel to a man named Jesse and said that one of Jesse's sons would be king. Now, if you were going to pick a king out of a crowd, what would you look for? Maybe someone who is tall, or strong, or handsome. But God told Samuel when looking for the king, don't look for what other people would look for. He doesn't have to be the oldest, or the strongest, or the best looking. He just needs to have a heart that wants what God wants. Samuel met all of Jesse's sons, or so he thought, but something wasn't right. Samuel asked if there were any other sons. And Jesse was like, well, yeah, my youngest son, David. But he's out in the field watching the sheep. That's right. The next king of Israel was out hanging in a field with some dirty old sheep. The minute Samuel saw David, he knew he was the one God had sent him to find. God didn't care that David didn't yet look like a king. Just like God knew David's heart, God knows who you are too.
The job God chose David to do was not an easy one. Remember, David was pretty young. He didn't have experience in leading, and he definitely didn't have experience being a king. But God knew David, and he knew that he was the perfect choice. God also knows you, and he knows me. He knows our hearts and our gifts and our talents, and God has chosen us to do something special too. Parents, this week, write your kid's name in the middle of a piece of paper, and all around their name, put all the qualities and all the gifts and talents that God has blessed them with. Help them see that they were made very, very special. David was chosen for a very important and special job. And just like David, God knows who you are because God created you special, and he created you to do great things. I have linked some songs, crafts, games for you and your families this week. We hope that you have a blessed week. Some families are big, some families are small. God's grace keeps our family one and all.